Did you know that traditional IQ tests often underestimate the intelligence of high-performing bilingual students by up to 20 points? Well, research by Dr. Jack Naglieri found that when you remove language from the equation and test purely with shapes and patterns, diverse students often outscore their peers. Well, this is the secret behind the test that we are discussing today, which is the NNAT. So, if you are an NRI parent, this test is your best friend. It doesn't check if your child knows what a regatta is, it tests if they can see the hidden logic in a complex design. It's the great equalizer of gifted admissions. So hi, I'm Gurpreet from Wizdomi. We specialize in personalized one-on-one live tuition for K-12 and competitive exam preparation. So today I'm going to decode the Naglieri Nonverbal Ability Test. I'll explain the 4 types of matrix puzzles that your child needs to solve, what an NAI score of 130 means, and how to prepare for a test that has no words. So first, what is the NNAT? Well, it's the Naglieri Nonverbal Ability Test. It's published by Pearson Assessments and it's a gifted and talented screener. So it measures general ability and raw intelligence without relying on language or math facts. It is a non-verbal aptitude test. It's used for grades K-12 and is extremely popular in USA for identifying gifted students from diverse backgrounds. Now the NNAT is short but intense. It takes only 30 minutes for 48 questions. All the questions are visual matrices. There are no words, no numbers, and no instructions to read. There are 4 question types: pattern completion, reasoning by analogy, serial reasoning, and spatial visualization. If I talk of the prerequisites, they are none. Most public districts use universal screening, so you do not need to register because the fees is 0. Now, can you study for a non-verbal test? The answer is yes. You can't memorize answers, but you can train the eye. So start 4 to 6 weeks before the test. And the techniques are: always remember the rotate rule. Teach your child to look for rotation. The color rule, ask if the color is swapping, okay, and paper folding for spatial visualization. Now, what's the common mistake? That is over-explaining. On the real test, the teacher says virtually nothing. So practice with minimal verbal instruction. On exam day, speed and focus are the key. Your child has less than 40 seconds per question. Now the results, they actually come in 3 to 6 weeks. You will receive a Naglieri Ability Index, that is NAI, and a score of 130 or 132 is typically the gifted cutoff. Now in the USA, the NNAT is the primary equity test. In Canada, some private schools use it because it's faster and language neutral. Now let's answer the top 5 questions. Is NNAT harder than CogAT? Well, it is narrower, only visual logic. My child is colorblind. Can they take it? Yes, the colors are designed for that. What if my child doesn't finish? So I would say that guessing is definitely better than leaving it blank. And is there a negative marking? Definitely no. There is no negative marking. And how can Wizdomi help? So we train students to spot the rules of the matrix quickly. The NNAT, it is a test of pure potential. It stripes away the noise of language and culture to see how your child's mind actually works. So if you want to help your child master the visual logic needed for a 99th percentile score, then click the link below to book a diagnostic session with Wizdomi. So I'm Gurpreet and I'll see you in the next video.